Hello. This is the second video on my YouTube, and it is like 5 a.m. in the morning. 5 a.m. in the morning, it's like it's early, and everyone else in my house is asleep. Cause I don't like talking to myself in front of other people, if that's weird at all, or with other people around. And also, we have thin walls, so everyone can hear everything, so I gotta keep it kind of quiet. But I usually wake up this early because I just kind of like the quiet. There's no people talking or anything, or I don't know. I don't know why I like the quiet, or like it's empty like this. Maybe not the quiet, just the lack of people. You know those like they were really big like in 2022, I think. The like liminal spaces, or that's what they would be called, and they would like put like creepy freaky music over it or something, or like the Caretaker album. That album, that's a very I love that thing. Caretaker album was very like, I don't know, frightening for some reason. Very like, I don't know, Alzheimer's is very scary because I couldn't imagine losing all my memories and what makes me myself over a long amount of time. But they would play like all these spaces where like it's just empty areas and it has this music playing over it, and it seems so relaxing. I would love to go to one of those areas and just kind of wander around for like an hour or two, and like there's just no stimulation or anything, just kind of wander there. That'd be very, very fun, especially the dark, like where it's like foggy or dark or something. It's just very relaxing. The what am I saying? I think most of the time, the reason why the I don't know, the spaces are supposed to be like very, not supposed to be, but they often end up being like oddly unsettling or like calming or something. And I think one part of the reason they made them, I don't know what makes them calming, but I know the reason for them supposed to be unsettling is like, first of all, the pictures have no like focal point, so everything's just kind of all over the place. And then second, it's like usually they're like public spaces that are normally like crowded with people, but they're completely empty. Like going to like, and it's out of the norm because you normally expect people to be filling those regions, like a completely empty mall or something. Mall, a completely empty mall, completely empty mall, completely empty mall. And also, I'm making this now because I don't really have any other times where it's convenient for me to make it. I only want to like, I think I already said, I only want to talk to myself when there's no one else awake. I just don't like the background chatter. And also they'd be like, who are you talking to? You know, and that'd be kind of weird. I don't want anybody to know I'm like filming these. It's very on the down low. Anybody in my real life, because obviously you guys know I'm filming these, because how else would you get this? I'm just talking to myself into like the wall, and there's a hidden camera, and someone's catching all this. It reminds me of The Truman Show. I love The Truman Show. That movie, it's really, really good. Very, very interesting. And Jim Carrey did amazing in his performance or whatever. I never really think like I'm, you know how everybody says like, oh, I'm the main character. I'm the Truman Show. They're filming me, but I don't know it. And everyone around here is just paid actors. You know how people would like say they would get paranoid like that? I think that's friggin' stupid. Like there's no way that's happening. Snapchat just gave me a notification for some stranger. I don't know why they do that. I don't use Snapchat. I just have it because other people have it, and it's the same reason I have TikTok and Instagram and stuff. is just because other people have it around me, and I don't want to be like left out of the loop. And I think I would be better off if I deleted both, because it's just bad for my brain. I think nowadays, there's a big focus on this just kind of constant stimulation, which is very, very bad for our collective brains. And I think it'd be better to have long periods of being bored and stuff for everyone's mental health rather than social media scrolling, because it just lowers your overall, because the dopamine it lowers your overall thingy, the brain, and it makes you sad, which is bad when we don't like that. It just makes you less excited by things and less likely to be productive when it comes to things. And I don't know. It's all bad. All bad. Everybody's getting dumbed down. From all that internet stuff, all that jibble jabble, the TikToks and the Instas, X, or whatever, is making everybody stupid. And then, I'm just hoping, it's the kind of like thing where like, because I'm about to be a big grown adult in the economy, and I'm in America, so I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that like when it's my turn to have my own living arrangement, everything kind of goes up, so it's easier for me. Because it would really suck if I was born into like the sucky times, like the dark ages or whatever. I'm predicting, not predicting. I'm just really hoping. I'm predicting. No, I'm manifesting this, that we're gonna have another like Renaissance, and I'm gonna be in that, and it's gonna be chill. I'm gonna be a Renaissance. I'm gonna be like Leo da Vinci, and then we'll be all good, and I'll live old. No, I won't. I'll live to like an age where I've talked about this a lot. If I get too old to the point where I can't like do things myself, then I would rather just be put down. Like I don't want to I don't want to get old. Very fearful of that. Not fearful of getting old, but fearful of not being able to do things when I am old, like myself. Which is why I'm very like, if I want to make sure I have enough money when I'm old to like attend a university or something again. Maybe I can like pick up a new study. Maybe I'll become a doctor at like 80. I don't know. That'd be cool. Unless I get like Alzheimer's, which will be prevented because I'm doing that. Because I think using your brain is more likely to prevent Alzheimer's. Also, I don't want to be an ignorant old person, because I know I'm probably going to be in a position, even if I don't want to have kids, I'm probably going to be in a position where I have some kind of authority over others, and I don't want to be dumber than the people I have any kind of authority over, because that really gets me upset when somebody who has authority over me just doesn't know diddly squat. Like what biology, like this cat. Look at this fella. I love this little guy. He's got a lot of hair. He's very hairy, and he's also kind of stinky, but it's okay. Because they can't really help being... They can't help being hairy, but they can't really help being stinky either. Oh, yeah, you're getting hair everywhere, buddy. Oh, yeah, all over my shirt. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but it's just... Look at... Wow. I have to clean this up afterwards. Speaking with a really low alto voice, because, I don't know, it's like my idea. I'm normally not very quiet when I'm talking to people. I just tend to get loud, because my voice I just kind of project a lot. Not like the psychological term. People use a lot of psychological terms very frequently nowadays when they're not referring to something that's actually, like, studied and stuff, which is kind of interesting. And I think it's just, like, something to do with, I don't know, maybe not the rationalization of thoughts, maybe, like, the kind of linguistic thing where, like, people will just keep using more and more extreme phrases to refer to something because they gotta do something that's out of the norm. I can't think of any examples, but, you know what I mean. Because something's, never mind. I'm not. I feel like I'd be a fool if I tried to make it. So like something's good for a while. People keep saying good, but then that becomes the norm. Like good is like okay. So like norm is here for something that's on the bed. The bad to good. Norm is here. People keep saying good, and then eventually the good becomes that new norm because everybody says it to refer to things, and then they start using great, and then great becomes like the exceptional, and then eventually that becomes the norm. So they got to raise up to like amazing, and then that becomes the thing. You know what I mean? That's like a thing that happens in linguistics. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere. I might be completely wrong, so somebody fact check me or don't in the comments. Comment if you think I'm wrong, but actually don't comment that. Comment you are so right and correct about everything, please, and that'll be adequate. That'll be exactly what I had hoped for. Also, I didn't expect how many people were gonna see the last one and leave comments. That's kind of nuts. I thought it was gonna be like four, like two people, and like one of them was gonna be like your forehead's massive in the comments. Like they were gonna just either that or say something like nuts. But also all you guys, or you're all very comedic. I like the people in all my comments. Very funny. I'd laughed at quite a few of them. You guys are geniuses. All of you. You're masterminds. And one day you're gonna go places. You're gonna be the future CEO. What you're learning? It's bullshit. Funny. Yeah, but I also wasn't really expecting to make another handful of these kind of yapping videos. But I'm making it. But also, I don't really have. I already said this. I like the times that I am able to make these. It's just like very few because I gotta wait until everybody around me is either asleep or absent to make them. I also gotta be like in a yapping sort of mood. I'm hardly in a yapping sort of mood now. I just woke up and I was very tired. But it's all chill. I recently got a haircut, but they didn't cut jack squat. I said like, "Oh, can I get a trim?" And they cut. I didn't realize that meant like that much hair off because they cut it like that, and then they did the texturizing thing, and then they're all done. I thought they were gonna cut off like an inch because when I first got this cut like a couple months ago, and I donated my hair, they. Also, my cat's doing something weird. They cut it down to like eyeball level. And I guess it's fine right now. There's nothing wrong with it, unless you guys hate it. If you hate my haircut, make sure to comment that. And if you hate my haircut, then by relation, you also gotta say you hate my cats. So make sure to comment that if that's what you're feeling. If you actually don't hate my haircut, then say I love your haircut in the comments. And if you're ambivalent, then you know, I don't know. It's a text box. You can type whatever you want, I guess. Google images of cats and send them in the comments. I wonder why there's not images allowed in the comments. Speaking of YouTube comments, when I said I didn't expect you guys to be that comedic, it's because most of the time when I look at comments, it's like the YouTube Shorts comments. And if you're on the right like strand of YouTube Shorts where it's like 30 view videos, some of the people in those comments are like, they seem like not the... It's like they're, I don't know. I don't know the best way to describe it, but it's like 6-year-olds and their comment, and almost never make sense. It's either that or like you go to a comment section for a song, right? And then there's like life stories. The people could have written novels, and they decided to put it in the YouTube comment section of a song they liked, or that like a past relative liked. Speaking of songs, what kind of music do you guys like? Type in the comments if you like music, and if you don't like music, tell me you hate me and block this account if that's how you're feeling about it. I don't know. I can't stop anyone from doing anything they want because it's all the shifting, changing motives of all the people on the earth, and they're doing whatever in the AT fields. Evangelion. Evangelion's so good. I would get a poster or something for it. I remember my room is very bare. I have like one Elden Ring poster up there, one print. Which I'll show. Look, there it is. I got that at a Comic-Con. It's pretty cool. The guy was making prints. A friend of mine took his like business card and just taped that to his wall, which is a lot smaller. But it's very cool. It's got like Ronnie and Radagon and Melania and all their joints. So I have that, and then I don't know. I'm at 16 minutes right now, so I think I'm gonna end this little yap session here. Cause oh my god, dude, this cat is hairy. Holy. All right, everyone have an amazing day. Manifest your victory. Manifest the upcoming Renaissance that'll be headed by me, the new Leonardo da Vinci. And I'm going to make another Mona Lisa and a new flying machine that will actually be able to fly you back in time. And it's only a matter of time before that's made. And it's already made because the time traveled back in time to me. And future me's already discussed with me what's going to happen. So everyone stay posted for that. She just sneezed. Oh my god. She just... Alright, goodbye everyone.